Hi, today I'm going to talk with you about the ethics of public speaking and plagiarism. So, what are some guidelines for ethical public speaking? Well, in public speaking, your goals need to be ethically sound. That means that they need to be consistent with the welfare of society and the welfare of your audience. Second, you are to be fully prepared for your speech. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting someone's time. Third, you should be honest. You should be honest in what you say. That includes not only telling the truth, but also properly citing the ideas of others. That means no plagiarism whatsoever. And finally, you should not defame, degrade, or demean anyone. There should be no name calling and no abusive language. Now, let's talk a little bit about plagiarism. What sort of things should you cite? Well, you should cite quotations. Now, quotations are the exact words spoken by another person. You should also cite anything you paraphrase. Paraphrasing means you are rewriting someone else's ideas in your own words. You should cite any summaries. A summary is where you are summarizing or creating a sequence of points that were made by another person and rewritten in your own words. You should also cite specific facts, data, statistics, that sort of thing. In general, you should always cite anything that is not considered common knowledge. Now, what is common knowledge? Common knowledge is a piece of information that can be found in 3 or more general, non-specific sources. Okay, so that's a nice rule of thumb. If you can find the information in 3 or more general, non-subject specific sources, then you're safe to not have to cite it. Now, let's talk a little bit about quotes. A bad quote is something like, "The First Amendment only provides free speech when there's no clear and present danger." It doesn't talk about the citation. A good quote would be something like, "According to John Doe, a professor of law at Harvard University, the First Amendment only provides free speech when there is no clear and present danger." Notice that I give the citation. I explain why I should care about what John Doe has to say, etc. In general, when you are doing a quote, you should not use it to make your point. Rather, a quote is used to support your point. You don't quote opinions, just facts. And you use a quote when paraphrasing would change the meaning of what is said, or would weaken the support, or would make the information inaccurate. You need to use quotes sparingly. Otherwise, you should paraphrase. Now, what is paraphrasing? Paraphrasing is where you restructure the message in your own words. It is not enough to just simply change a few words around. You should completely or almost completely rewrite the information from the source. You need to restructure the sentences and the thoughts. Don't just substitute a few individual words. Paraphrasing is very tricky. Be careful about it. Now, in addition, the ethics of public speaking includes the ethics of listening, especially in our class. So what's wrong with this picture? What's going on with this audience? I see someone texting. I see people talking to each other. I see somebody looks like kind of nodding off. People who are reading their pamphlets. In general, they're not paying attention to the speaker. This is not part of ethical listening. In our class, the expectation is that you listen courteously and attentively, that you avoid prejudging your speaker, and that you support the free and open expression of ideas. You know, the thing is, in this class, you're going to be giving a lot of speeches. And when you give those speeches, you need the support of the audience. So give that support when you are the audience, and you'll get that support when you're the speaker. And that's about it. Thanks.